Hello bachon, let us see this passage type question. If the central atom is of third row or below this in the periodic table, then the lone pair will occupy a stereochemically inactive s orbital and bonding will be through almost pure p orbitals and bond angles are nearly 90 degrees. If the substituent's electronegativity value is less than or equal to 2.5, this is the passage given, and the passage related question is the hybridization of atomic orbitals of central atom xenon in XeO4, XeO2F2 and XeOF4 respectively. हमें सेंट्रल एटम xenon का हाइब्रिडाइजेशन बताना है XeO4 में, XeO2F2 में, nothing but xenon tetroxide, xenon dioxide difluoride, xenon oxy tetrafluoride में हमें hybridization बताना है. There are 4 options A, B, C, D. We need to select one correct option. Let us solve this question. First, XeO4. So what is central atom? Central atom is xenon. Xenon electronic configuration outermost 5s to 5p6. 5d 0. 5s, 5p, 5d subshells. Now electrons 5s2, 5p6 is the electronic arrangement. All are having completely filled orbitals, right? This is ground state electronic configuration. Oxygen bonds 2 bonds with xenon. So 4 oxygen forms 8 bonds with xenon. So to form 8 bonds, it requires 8 unpaired electrons. But in the ground state, there is no unpaired electron. All are paired. So it undergoes fourth excited state. Fourth excited state means, see, this electron is jumping from here to here. This electron jumping from here. This electron is jumping to here. And this is jumping to here. So now the electronic arrangement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 8 unpaired electrons are available. Now oxygen forms sigma bond and 1 pi bond. So for pi bond, pure p orbitals are involved. 4 oxygens are there. So it left 4 d orbitals for pi bond formation and remaining orbitals undergo hybridization. Now the hybridization is sp3 hybridization. 1 s orbital and 3 p orbitals involved in hybridization. So sp3 hybridization. This d orbitals forms pi bonds. So such pi bonds are called d pi p pi bonds. Xenon, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it forms first 4 sigma bonds with sp3 orbital. This forms sigma bonds. How many sigma bonds they form? 4 sigma bonds they form. After the sigma bond formation with oxygen, this d orbitals forms pi bond. So d orbital of xenon and p orbital of oxygen. D orbital of xenon, p orbital of oxygen involved in the pi bond. So that pi bond is called d pi p pi bonds. So how many such d pi p pi? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 sigma bonds and 4 pi bonds are present in that 4 d pi p pi bonds. The shape of the molecule is tetrahedral and the bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. Tetrahedral. No lone pairs on the central atom. So first one is sp3 hybridization. So which option sp3? देखो ऑप्शन ए में sp3 से स्टार्ट हुआ, सी में sp3 से स्टार्ट, डी आल्सो स्टार्ट्स विथ sp3. सो बी ऑप्शन गलत है. बी ऑप्शन में sp3d दिया है, सो ऑप्शन बी इज एलिमिनेटेड. सो XeO4 xenon tetroxide में xenon का हाइब्रिडाइजेशन sp3 होता है. ओके, नाउ Going to see XeO2F2, XeO2F2. Central atom is xenon. Same configuration, outermost 5s2, 5p6, 5d0. This is ground state electronic configuration. 5d0. Now, oxygen forms two bonds. Each oxygen forms two bonds. Two twos are four bonds. It is totally. Fluorine forms, each fluorine forms one bond, two fluorines, two. Four bonds formed by two oxygens and two bonds formed by two fluorine. 4 plus 2. Totally 6 electrons required. 6 unpaired electrons required. But here there is no unpaired electron. Therefore, it undergoes third excited state. In third excited state, see this electron. 1, this is 1. Second excited and third excited. So, in third excited state, 6 unpaired electrons are available. So this is written as it is. ये electron pair ऐसे ही है. So ये 1 1 1. So it is forming two pi bonds because oxygens are two. Each oxygen forms one sigma bond and one pi bond. So oxygen forms here two oxygens are there. So two pi bond. So two d orbitals left for pi bond formation. These two d orbitals left for pi bond, d pi p pi bonds, and remaining orbitals undergo hybridization. This hybridization is sp3d hybridization. sp3d expected geometry is trigonal bipyramidal shape, but one lone pair is also there. So presence of lone pair deviates the geometry. So therefore the shape is seesaw structure due to the presence of lone pair. Finally, what is the hybridization? sp3d hybridization per second molecule. And these d orbitals forming pi bonds. How many pi bonds are there? Two pi bonds are there. These pi bonds formed by the d orbital of xenon and p orbital of oxygen. So this pi bond is called d pi p pi bonds. So d pi p pi bonds are two. These are formed by this d orbitals. Totally four sigma bonds and two pi bonds, one lone pair present around the xenon. Next, going to see the third one. What is the third? XeOF4, xenon oxide tetrafluoride. So हमारा second structure कौन सा है? sp3d hybridization. ये first option में sp3d2 दिया है ना, इसलिए ये गलत हो गया. हमारा option ये गलत. Option C में क्या दिया देखो, sp3d2 दिया है. ये option भी गलत हो गया. ऑलरेडी बी गलत हो गया इसके वजह से. सो हमारा सही जवाब है ऑप्शन डी. sp3 ये मैच हो गया, sp3d ये भी मैच हो गया और फोर्थ वन भी मैच हो जाएगा, sp3d2 फॉर XeOF4. लेट अस सी द थर्ड वन, XeOF4. central atom. What is central atom here? Xenon 5s2, 5p6, 5d0. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is ground state electronic configuration. Oxygen forms two bonds. So it requires two electrons for bonding. And this one forms 4 sigma bonds it forms. So 4 plus 2, totally 6 electrons required for bonding. So it undergoes third excited state. In third excited state, what will happen? This electron jumping from here to here and from here to here. And so in third excited state, we are getting 6 unpaired electrons which are required for bond. This retains like this and remaining are excited. Now for one oxygen, one d orbital left per pi bond formation and remaining orbitals undergo hybridization. Now the hybridization is sp3d2 hybridization. So sp3d2 hybridization, but one position is occupied by the lone pair of electrons. So because of this, sp3d2 geometry is octahedral, but due to the presence of lone pair, shape is deviated from this. So let's see, 1 2 3 and 4 4 fluorines, square planar shape here, and 1 up. The lone pairs of electrons are available here. And next, sigma bond with oxygen and 1 pi bond. This pi bond is d orbital of xenon and p orbital of oxygen. So this d pi bond is d pi p pi bond. Only 1 pi bond is present, 5 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond present in this, and this is square pyramidal shape. Okay, so what is the hybridization? sp3d2 hybridization. So which option is matching? Option D only matching. sp3 HCO4, sp3 HCO2F2, sp3d, and this one is sp3d2. Option D is correct. Hope you understood. Good luck.